And hello, and hello, and hello once again, one and all. It's been a while since our and I just needed something to say to segue into the fact that today we are starting Phase 3 of our Tonelico, Melody of Elemia. Last time, we successfully defeated Mir, saw one of our friends commit a dramatic heroic sacrifice, created an entire new world order. By all accounts, it looked like it would have been a pretty good dropping off point. But Liner showed some unusual unusually active plans for a JRPG protagonist, for being completely honest, and decided he wasn't okay with that. We're going to bring back Lady Aurelia. We're going to save everybody. Or at least we're going to try, that we don't really have any sort of, plan or anything. But hey, when's that stopped us in the past? And if we want to go save the world, we should probably talk to the most knowledgeable person here. And that is, unfortunately, Liard Busset. So let's go get this over with. Hello, Father. We just teleported over here back to the bottom of the stairs, but never you mind. Dead. What's going on? You're here early today. I finally got around to smoking that dozen packs of camels I get every morning. That make me sound like this. Since the end of the battles, are you trying to get a better lifestyle? Perhaps becoming some sort of lifestyle guru on the internet? Dad, is there any way of bringing Lady Aurelia back? I'm not a voice actor, I don't know how you make those sorts of noises. Why are you bringing that up all of a sudden? It's not that sudden. I've been thinking about it a lot. Dad, did Lady Aurelia really die? Was it really something that we would consider death? Can she never come back to life? Commander? Do people really die when they're killed, Father? Liner, Lady Aurelia's body is in the back of the cathedral right now. To tell you the truth, I haven't given up on bringing it back either. What? Really? Fen. I'll tell you how I came to my conclusion first. However, you don't know all the details, so it might be hard to follow. Enough already, just get to the point! Honestly, what is it with you old people going on and on? I think that the song Lady Aurelia sang was called Suspend. The song can stop the functions of the tower temporarily, but the administrator goes with it. With the tower in this state, Mir is not a threat. So that's how the song works. If my theory is correct, Lady Aurelia is not dead yet. She's not dead yet. She's getting better. She should be in a condition called sleep state. Not that that's a topic I know nothing about. Sleeping? So she's just sleeping? She lives in tune with the tower. So the state of the tower and her state should be the same at all times. If the tower gets a termite infection, Lady Aurelia will also develop a termite infection. If the tower starts leaning off to one side, then Lady Shiralia will also start leaning off to one side. Liner, you might already know this, but Lady Shiralia is a Ravatail. But she's different than Orica and Mita. She is neither a pure-blood beta type nor a third generation. She's a Sigma female. And she strikes me more like a Ligma female, if you know what I'm saying. She is a Ravatail origin. Ravatail 0 Origins. The beginning. Origin? Metal Gear. Yes, they're the original type of Ravatails. They were all created for a purpose. I mean, yeah, they're robots that inexplicably look and act exactly like human females. I think we can all guess what their purpose was, Leard. She was created to be the administrator of the tower. She is the tower, and her life is maintained by it. That hard candy floating around the center there looks very delicious. Now I'm hungry. You look confused. Basically, if the tower sleeps, then she sleeps. If the tower starts to rust around the base, Lady Shiralia will still develop athlete's foot. It's very inconvenient. If the tower is destroyed, she'll die. Then, it's not too late to become Lady Shiralia. Yes, as long as we can find that one thing. What thing? There's a thing? Where? What do we need now? Liner, we should go for a walk sometime. It's very good for your cardio. Huh? We've gone for a walk together in 12 years or so. Why don't we try it again sometime? What are you talking about? Aren't we too old for that? Liner, don't be shy. It's not like that. It's not like I like my dad or anything. Baka. Come on. Let's go to the Ultra Apostles. Ultra Apostles, that's where you want to walk to? But Dad, I can't walk the, I can just sort of do my running animation while moving. Is walking, does this count as... Is walking? I mean, I don't really think it does, like look, he's still pumping his arms, he's still running around as a maid. I thought they were extinct. Now that it's peaceful, I think there'll be more work and it'll get busier. Man, I hate peace. It's okay to believe this true peace. I talked to you all the other day. Do I have... I do have a fun bun. Okay? All is right with the world. It is now safe to go on. Anyway, they're no longer enemies in all the dungeons, because we killed them all. Those Nyo, they were soul-bound to Mir. So now there's no problem. Oh, I have no idea if I'm going the right way or not. This whole place is just unnecessarily labyrinthine. I'm pretty sure this is it. They should really tighten up this catwalk here. If just footsteps cause that much echoing, you should be very concerned. Why do we have to come to such a humid place as this? Didn't you want to have a picnic in the park and eat sandwiches under the sun? Well, we don't have a sun indoors here, so you'll just have to use the nuclear reactor instead. I didn't say any of that. That's funny. It's funny. Laugh. That picnic doesn't sound so bad, but I wanted to come here today. Liner, do you remember Kyle Clancy? Kyle? I think I've heard that name before. Or not. Was he one of the guys who, got really entitled about Claire's bar earlier? No, but you're right to think that. He went down to the Wings of Horror and disguised himself as Bishop Falls. Bishop Falls? That's him? I thought it was old man Jenkins. Bishop Falls. Bishop Falls. Kyle Clancy took away the key to Lady Shirelia's rebirth. What? How did he do that? He used to be an executive at the cathedral. Still dressed like a bishop, though. He was very eccentric like that. Lady Shirelia, Kyle, and I used to be called the Three Magi. Yes. Our greatest united fronts. Lady Shirelia, Leord Barset, Kyle. We were as solid as a rock. Despite our old age, we still have it. Lady Shirelia used to say that our teamwork was one of the strongest in the history of the Three Magi. Kyle and I used to be the best of friends, ever since we were little. That's why you've never heard of him before. I never knew that. Yes, that's what I just said. The Three Magi are responsible for protecting the tower, and in essence, the entire world. We were each entrusted with one hymn crystal. There is another one called Re-Nation. It's the crystal used to activate the tower. You see, the tower is a very big Resident Evil fan. Re-Nation. Re-Nation is a last resort. It should only be used for emergencies with the tower. Lady Shirelia trusted us that much to let us handle that. Kyle betrayed that trust. He committed a forbidden crime. He put pineapple on his pizza. Lady Shirelia never forgave him. That's the one we most recently found, Revival of Mir. Do you know what you're doing? I don't. The humans have betrayed the life cycle. Of course, Lady Shirelia. I put all of my efforts into researching how to make this world a better place. Dealing with Mir is forbidden in the contract of Elemia. We can't allow anyone to do so for any reason. Kyle, you're a wise, competent, and powerful man. Very handsome, too. I like your Santa Claus beard. But I can't allow you to stay in Platina any longer. You must leave Platina immediately. Then she hits a little button and a trapdoor just immediately opens up under his feet. ... It's a shame that you don't understand my research. The world has started to deteriorate because of poor laws known as the Contract of Elemia. We should always strive towards progress. The world ends when a civilization stops advancing. There are sophisticated technologies from the past. Their immense power and resources are being wasted. I can't stand ignoring them while living a primitive lifestyle. There's no phones, no lights, no motor cars, not a single luxury. Unforgivable. Kyle, where are you going? Lady Sherelia banished me from Platina. I'm getting ready to leave. So goodbye. Until we meet again. I'm so evil. But Kyle only pretended to leave. Joke's on us, he was only pretending. He later returned to the Altar of Apostles. The knights caught him as he was trying to acquire the power of Mir. He jumped off of here and committed suicide. But even that was a part of his plan. He didn't really die. Look, hey, how? His plan worked. We never even noticed the man we called Bishop Falls. That's not what I asked. Okay, like, how? He jumped off of the tower. The tower that reaches above the blast line, the massive plasma storm. And all the way up into space. How? As a result, this disaster happened. I didn't know that's what happened in the past. I'm sorry, Orca. You ended up cleaning our mess. Nah, I'm alright, don't nobody worry about me. If it wasn't for that, I wouldn't be here right now. I mean, a lot of innocent people would still be alive, but... no, tomato potato. Besides... I got to meet Lyra. So you going to get me some grandkids, then? With RE Nation can wake Lady Sherelia. But he hid Re-Nation somewhere. It's probably somewhere in the lower world. It's almost like he expected this to happen. Where can we find the Hymn Crystal Re-Nation? I don't know. Maybe we need to trace Bishop Falls' past. That is an improper use of apostrophes at the end of words starting with this. See me after class. I wonder how the others feel about Lady Sherelia's return. I'm sure that everyone's hoping that she will. I hope they'll help me again. Well, gee, I sure hope so, otherwise we wouldn't have any party. We should ask them. They might have some clues, too. Wonder where Rad, Crochet, Jack, and Misha are. I think Radolph is definitely in Nemo. Crochet is probably in Firefly Alley. Jack and Misha said they're going on an adventure, so... they're probably at the first town. That's where you start your adventures, right? Right. Probably find some clues in Emphana. Come on, let's go. Let's fucking go! Oh, what's wrong, Arca? My song magic hardly works at all now, so... yeah, don't worry about it. I'm here with you. That's right. I know it's right, that's why I said it. We can now leave. Before we do that, we should probably take a gander at the shop now that we're starting a new phase. There might be stuff. You. Buy my things. Oh, shampoo, you're useless. White armor, you're definitely useless. Now hold on. Definitely comfortable selling these, though. Wearing the only Brave Chase can wear, perfect as a little accessory. I'm not gonna sell these, they were gifts. Alright, man. Alright, good dog. It doesn't look like you've updated your inventory since last we spoke. Upsetting. Can we own one of these? I want to hold on to it, you know? You know. Alright, we got our cogs. That's really all I needed. Now, onwards to adventure. We can't just walk down now. See, it's that easy. We're gonna find Crochet first, because Crochet is my favorite. We find you at the inn. Needs a minute to load. Doesn't look like it. How about you? Do you sell shit? You know, if I were thinking about it, I probably should have come down. Chopped here first. It's important to support smaller local businesses. Welcome. Seems you've been quite active. I'm glad to know you're doing your best. Do your best, do your best, do it every day. Do your best. Hello, cat. Meow. 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 I assume Cardinal Radolf would be at the church. Huh? Cardinal Radolf? I don't hear any bad rumors about him. Or any weird ones. Is he like one of those kinds of people? That's like, oh my god. Like, oh my gosh, you guys, I can't even. You haven't did. I was promised stores that upgrade their inventories as we progress game. Don't appreciate you lying to me like that. Alright, might as well pick you up. Liner, it is you. Yes, how are you, gentlemen? It's junk. Yeah. Long time no see, Shadow. How are you? And Orca, how are you doing? I'm glad to see you, Cardinal. You look good. Cardinal? Nobody's called me by that title for a while now. I'm a bishop now. Really? That's great. I'm so happy for you. It's unprecedented for a knight to become an oracle. I recognize my efforts to save the entire church, so I was ordained as a bishop. Anyway, that's what I was told. Congratulations, Radolf. I'm so happy one of my party members has been promoted to a role where they can't afford to actually come in and visit my party. Congratulations. Congratulations, congratulations, and gratulations. Just high fives all around. Thank you. Now I'm embarrassed. Anyway, this church is not dedicated to helping me anymore. This church belongs to the people. So, your dream has come true. Yes. But this is just the beginning. We still have a lot to do. I'm so tired, Liner. I mean, how's the game coming? It's coming. We're just going around talking to all our party members, getting the band back together, as it were. Liner, we have to tell him. What? What is it? Are you two getting married? No! No. Actually, it's about Lady Aurelia. And that's how it is. If we can find the crystal called Renation, that's great news. I was really shocked we lost her. So, I was hoping you'd help us search for the crystal. You darned bandicoot, give me the crystals. I see. I'm sorry, but with my new duty, I can't leave. Right off. I didn't have many responsibilities before. I had a boss, but I only had to follow my own instincts. But things have changed now. If I leave, the church would immediately explode. They rigged a bomb to my chest, Liner. I'm sorry. No, you don't have to feel bad. I came here unannounced, and I understand your circumstances. Meowth, that's right. Good talk. Oh no, the party member I never used is in our party anymore. How horrible. Crochet will help us out. Crochet's my girl. Right. There's a lot of people around because of the storm. You know, the storm that ended an entire phase ago. She only sold the one copy of the Tonelico final. But anyway, welcome to my, special card opening stream. So, let's see what we find in this pack. The recipe card. Resonating Amplifier. Recipe card for the Spear 3. A Red Medicine A. I think we have one already. A Flashy Ring. A Shining Ring. There's a lot of rings in these cards. But man, that's like, what, 5 recipes? That is an incredible pull. I think we can make one of these, actually. I still don't have any canned goods, though. Any canned bread. Anyway, Crochet? Crochet, are you here? It's Crochet. Is she being attacked by Tenba? We have to help her. It's not like we saw her on casual speaking terms with the president earlier or anything. Hey, you! Huh? Liner? Long time no see, Sonic. Crochet, are you alright? Huh? I'm fine. You okay, Liner? I thought you were being attacked by Tenba's security. No, I was having a meeting. A meeting. I was recruited by President Iono as soon as I got back to Firefly Alley. engineer for Tenba. Really? It's been a while. Why don't we stop by headquarters? You can tell it's a headquarters because they just keep stuff in a bag in the corner. Oh, this is where you work? Yeah, it's very different from my old workshop. But I'm still doing the same thing. I'm doing research on airships. I just want to pick up the... Please let me pick up the bag. It contains items, and I like items. I like having items. I like possessing items. Remember how I organized the team that fixed the airship and we flew through the blast line? Well, they recognized my efforts. My current job is to create an airship that can take us anywhere in the world. I mean, we can just go anywhere on the world map right now anyway, so a global airship is not that much of an achievement compared to the Final Fantasy ones. But, you know, whatever helps you sleep at night. I now have the resources to do research. I see. So you got promoted. Congratulations. So you gave yourself a promotion. Do you work for Dr. Eggman now? That'd be really efficient, actually. Guy's built so many flying machines in his day. Hehe, thanks. Minor, we have to tell her. What is it? Are you two getting married? What? No! Actually, it's about Lady Shiralia. Lady Shiralia? Chat, do you ever get that feeling of deja vu, the feeling that you're re-experiencing something you've experienced before? Yeah, it's probably nothing. I see. I didn't know that. I'm relieved to hear that she's not really dead. I couldn't forget her either, even though I'm pretty sure I'm one of the party members who, like, never spoke to her at all, ever. So, will you help us find the Re-Nation? I really want to help you, but unfortunately I can't do that right now. Oh. Really? I have a big responsibility in my work. The project that I'm working on is very large scale. It's driven for Tenba. I can't just leave now. I really can't leave right now. And I'm sorry. That's alright, don't worry. I asked you out of the blue. I didn't mean to put you on the spot. No, I'm just sorry that I can't help you. But you have acquired access to Tenba headquarters. You read headquarters? How about you? Do you sell anything new? Yes. Ja, you haven't spoken to me in forever. Tripotaku, damage up. Super resistance to ice. Moderately lower wind resistance. It's level 4 crystal, but it's only a moderate downgrade. I see how it is. Get some tofu armor. Kinda wanna get that one just for the sake of it. 100% of base damage is additional wind damage. Moderate lowers opponent's defense. I wanna get some tofu armor just so I can say I have tofu armor. Be waiting with more good stuff. For once in your life. Anyway, I'm going to leave now. I want the thing, give me the thing, yeah! You obtained secret card, good install 3. It's a tutorial on how to install emulators, which is in and of itself not illegal. Welcome, how may I help you? Oh, we don't allow tours. So was having the receptionist wear a maid outfit President Iono's idea, or was it Board's? I would like to know. Anyway. Let me install this crystal I just nabbed. Go Gadget Tofu Armor. And we can also lower... Yeah, this seems good. Unit for the crystal that strengthens spiritual power. I'm gonna put this on. Actions to paralyze the opponent? I don't need that. Yeah, sure. Make Sword Slash a bit cheaper, that works out for me. I am trying to minimize the amount of time I spend on stream just tinkering like that. I know it doesn't make for very interesting content, unlike talking to Jack and Misha. Talking to Jack and Misha. Talking to Jack and Misha. Lina. It's been a while. That it has, Chief Flute. Well, they didn't say long time no see again, so I can't keep my Sonic the Hedgehog joke going. Maddening. Poor things in Platina. It's actually too peaceful now. Ha 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 ha. I love killing people. I see. That's good to hear. I'm glad you found what interests you. Oh wait, you know where Jack is? Do you know where Jack is? He just came back the other day. But he left again after talking to Castiella. I knew it. He's probably wandering around somewhere. You've known Jack for a long time, right? Yes, I've known him since before I became the chief. And it's been a little over 10 years since then. And you must be worried about him. I mean, not really. It's not like I like Jack or anything. But Baka. Alright. He isn't back yet. I see. Well, damn, I thought for sure he'd be back that quickly. Do you sell anything new? Do any of you sell anything new? Hello? Doesn't look like it. Just window shopping. It's impressive seeing as how no building in this entire place has windows. I've decided to immerse myself in melding for a while. Unlike me, who has decided to immerse myself in molding for a while. Earlier. Yeah, I'm not interested in talking to you. If I'm gonna be real with you all, I already forget where our flute just told us to go. Is it back yet? No. I tried. Shows what I know. Hello, friends at the gates. So he's going this way for now. Okay. Don't appreciate you making decisions for me, Liner. Honestly, how rude. Karulu Village. Brings back memories. This is where we first met. What? You can't be serious. Huh? That sounded like... Jack. Jack, okay, come on, load. Jack, Misha. Liner. Good timing. Listen, this old man is squabbling about this treasure that I worked really hard to find. Just forget about it, it's not that important. No, you haven't changed at all. Jack, you are immune to character development. And it's been a really long time. I didn't expect to find you in Karulu Village. I didn't want you to see me like this. Harm, you need to grow up. It's just great to hear you again, Jack. What are you talking about? Give me a break. Anyway, I'm glad to see you're both doing so well. Same here. Liner, I have to tell him. Wait, don't tell me. You two are... No! No! Anyway, chat, do you ever get that weird feeling of deja vu, the feeling that we're experiencing something you've experienced before? It's probably nothing. But jeez, what the hell was that for? We're not getting married. Eh? I was gonna ask if you were on your way to a new ruin. Huh? Oh. You in love with Liner. Oh, dating him isn't easy. I hope you guys can work things out. No, it's not like that. Can we get back on track, please? Person's dead, children. You weren't interested in romance? It's about Lady Shiralia. What? Lady Shiralia fell down a well. So we might be able to bring her back. Jack, Misha, can you help us find the RE Nation? Sorry, but I can't. Huh? Why not, Jack? I don't want to remember Lady Shiralia. Harm, what's wrong with you? I'm sorry. I gotta go. Well, when you gotta go, you gotta go. Baka. Sorry, Liner. Harm, wait up! Liner. It can't be helped. Jack probably has a good reason for turning us down. We couldn't find anyone to help us. We have no friends. And no bitches. I know. You look so sad. Like you're about to cry. We can do this as long as we're together. We can do anything working with each other. Liner. Let's get back to Platina. We need to come up with a new plan. Alright. Let's just walk on back the way we came. So glad we came all the way out here just to find all this out. Alright. Father! Oh, hey, Radolf, I thought you died. Radolf? Why is your name Radolf? That's a thing that's like never really registered with me before, but that is an unusual name. Liner, you're back. What are you doing here? Liner, I'm sorry about the other day. I'll help you search for the RE Nation. Radolf, you don't have to go out of your way. No, it's not like that. I've wanted to work with you again. After you left, church executives discussed the matter. Since it's related to the Falls incident, we decided to aid your mission. It's a weird name. Like, I know, right? Like, I know, like, we've got guys named, like, Liard and Crochet, but, like, those at least sound like they could be names. Radolf just feels like you're tongue in a ball bearing or something. And you go like, Radolf. It's weird, I don't like it. Radolf found a clue regarding Kyle. The greatest evil known to mankind. Kyle. Really? Yes. I investigated the church today and found a secret passage in the library. Alright, you get one. If the second one shows up, I'm gonna pitch a fit, though. Seems that Falls was using that area to conduct some research. We should examine the library. And maybe... Yes, it's very possible. He probably used that area as his base when he was in charge. When he was... in charge. That's great. Orica, we did it. That's great, Liner. Let's investigate the library right away. Alright. Dad, we're leaving. Okay. While you're out, can you swing by the store and pick me up a gallon of milk? Oh, and some of those little nuts they sell, I love those. They're excellent for snacking. Radolf joined the party. It's Radolf got equipped right now. I haven't maintained him in forever. The old spear? So what you're saying is that I should definitely go to the inn and craft that new spear we got. Go pointy pointy pointy. I wonder, chat, do y'all like games that have like really elaborate crafting systems, or is it more of a... Hold on. Gotta unequip that spear so it will be in our inventory. 1 second, Radolf, it'll all be worth it. Or do you just think maintaining it is like just constantly going back and having to collect stuff and going through the process of turning in more stuff? It's all just work. I can see either option, but... Alright, might as well get you a decent spear, as long as we're getting you spears at all. Could get you the pointiest spear, but that's a bit much. I love crafting, because actually my favorite kind of game is sandbox survival games where you have to craft everything to advance. Yeah, I could definitely see that. And I know a lot of people with Minecraft, especially here in the VTuber scene. I mean, I never played Minecraft, and I'm probably suffering in the polls for it. But whatever the case may be. We don't have any grass! Damn! Haven't touched grass in so long we've forgotten to keep any on us. Hold on, I'm fairly certain. Meow. We are zooming. We are... In Minecraft with me, maybe we mined the craft. How much craft? Look at this kitty. Look at this kitty. Yeah. Or maybe it's pronounced more like... No. No. It is a pretty shitty one, don't even think it gets a full, like, horsepower under the hood. Alright, one of you sells grass, remember that much. Is it you with the decorative frogs? White stone, blue stone, red stone, black stone, and metal cogs. choose. Ask your mom or ask your dad. No, how about you? You aren't even a shopkeeper. What are you doing up there? Honestly. I'd like to purchase some grass, please, and I don't mean that in the way you're thinking. There we are. 1 grass, please. Grass mode. Thank you, old man. I think I will. Now we swing on back by the inn. Seriously, why are you dressed like an anime ninja? Bothers me. Spear 3, Dawn of Justice. Keep on making B ranks, because we got a whole lot of wind crystals on us. Just put some crushed up redstone in sleeping pills. That's how that works, right? Craft ourselves an inverted hook. Polish up some powders. Yeah, this is gonna be the dopest spear we've... No. Fine. Screw you. Then we put the lime in the coconut and we drink it all up, and it provides for us the element spear. So I finished making this, but it has such great effects. It has resistance to everything, and even has additional damage, so... To everything? It's a weapon, but it has defense too? Weapons aren't just for attacking anymore, it seems. And spears can be used for goading in the first place. They're a very underrated weapon. I want to see more fights choreographed with these spears. My D&D characters always carry spears. Just 'cause I'm a hipster like that. But an element spear, huh? Huh? Is there a problem with that? Not really, but shouldn't have a better name since it's cool. For example, a strong, cool-sounding name, so... Super Large Spear should do it. Oh, you've played D&D before? I had no idea. I mean, it's been, like, a dog's age. Very out of practice, never even played 5e before. Physical strength, defense, attack power, and a lot of other things get better. Okay, but it's gonna be your job to tell Radolf that name. What you're going to do... A spear empowered with the 4 spirits of nature. And we will enhance with... You don't need to regen that badly. Plus 800 defense. Plus 12, plus 57. I'm gonna do it. I think I'm going to do it. Randolph, you might actually be useful. Yeah, sure. Let's wield the power of Mir. I trust this. Get some regen on. Increased by anger, attack power goes up, defense goes down. No, that's not how I usually play it. Hint of HP, kinda strong. Sure. Randolph, I will see you live forever. Even if we can't actually get you any. Alright, let's to the world map. Alright. Now let's swing on back by the church. The church, Mitsu. You've been in a church before. Not often, but you know what one looks like. The library's back there. I've never been there before, so I can't tell you what we'll find. Yeah, you look like the sort of person who's never been in a library before. I'll be fine, we're used to that. Oh, don't be careless. You should always be prepared. Nope, it's all clear. Go. Let's enter. It's, really dark in here. Did you bring a light? No. Maybe we can use a fire shot. Yeah, let's try it. I mean, I know we lost all of our magic when the power shut down, but you know, that's boring, fuck you. And Mitsu said, let there be lights. And, hey, wait a minute. All these books are just painted on. Damn, not only was he a fake bishop and actually named Kyle, he also wasn't even literary. He did strike me as the sort of asshole who'd pretend to read a lot of books just to make people think he was smarter. Anyway, my god, it is dark in here. Nope, come on. Put that door all the way over there, I mean, honestly. I can see forever! Come on, light the place up. You know, for a man who's so vocal about hating primitive lifestyles and wanting to advance technology, you'd think he'd afford in some electric lights, criminy. I mean, we're doing all this with magic. How tedious do you think it was for him? Bang, 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 bang. Alright. Now we just gotta go through all of the doors, I guess. That's what you do when you're looking for things. Unless there's anything up here. Which there is. Aha! Obtained harmonizing sound. Can't jump off that way, though. We'll break your kneecaps. Alright. Let's see what's behind door number 1. It's a new car! New Biography Kyle, Volume 2. The Diary of Bishop Falls. 119. I found an ambitious man in Tenba. His name is Board. I met him at a ruin called Singing Hill. I don't know if I can say I found him. There was this usual conflict between Tenba and the church. The conflict was about authority over the ruin. It's pathetic. The ruin is located out in the middle of nowhere, so nobody will notice if a small group of people sneak in. So why are they fighting over ownership? I decided to propose a peace plan. It goes something like this. God, it's not, I can't read if you keep thumbing me in the eye like this. God. It goes something like this. The ruin will be authorized by Tenba. In return, Tenba will aid with the church's mission. Board was reluctant to the plan, but one word changed his mind instantly. It was the hymn crystal. I discovered that it is considered a treasure down here. He became really enthusiastic when I told him about the true power of it. He's a simplistic commander, and he's very easy to manipulate. It's not challenging enough, and it's starting to bore me. Human crystal isn't one word. I mean, it's like one of those, like, compound, like, there's a space in it, but it's a single noun referring to a single object, you know. One of those complicated German compound words. 2, 3. It's fun to come up with plans to manipulate someone to do all the dirty work. I think today's plan is a prime example. My plan is to kill Misha, the Star Singer. It's simple. We kill the Star Singer. Well, if it's so easy, why haven't you done it yet? Oh, bored. Never do something for free if you're— I bungled that so hard. That is just a bad translation. It's probably a word we made of kanji. I mean, aren't most sentences in Japanese— I mean, spaces aren't really a thing in Japanese within a sentence, you know? Like, even if it was like the Japanese words for him and the Japanese word for crystal stuck together, that's not like— there still wouldn't be a space between them in the same way, even though it would be grammatically the exact same thing. According to my investigation, Tenba and the Teru tribe are enemies. Nobody will be suspicious of them because being a little extreme, because they've been enemies for years. I'll send a group of people who will pretend to be the Teru tribe to Tenba's facility. Then they'll do subversive activities. I'm sure that board will turn to me for advice. Then I'll suggest he assassinate the Star Singer, the source of the Teru tribe's magic. That simpleton will instantly trust me and kill her. Then everyone will think that her assassination was just a result of a conflict. Nobody will suspect that she was eliminated to revive Mir. The thing is, I don't have high expectations for him to succeed. He's kind of dumb like that. I'll come up with an alternative plan, just in case. Alright. A few days later, I was wondering what happened to Board. Today, he finally contacted me. He's got to be the most evil person named Kyle I've ever met. Yeah, and the competition's pretty stiff. He was attacked by the Teru tribe in Skuwat village, where he was stationed. I guess he got hurt. I've heard that he has successfully killed the Star Singer. Then he was attacked on his way back home. Board did well, considering that he's incompetent. But Skuwat village and the platoon that was stationed there were completely wiped out. The Teru tribe is horrific. Well, the destruction of the village was nothing but an accident and has nothing to do with my plan. So it's all okay. Anyway, that was Volume 2. Did I miss Volume 1 somewhere? When it passed me. Bum 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 bum. That's it anyway. Yeah, well, I guess we'll just have to move on with our lives. What's in here? It's a... Okay, there you are. Yeah, you little slut. Here we are, Biography of Kyle Volume 1. Fortunately, our man split his diaries into 50 parts. I think I'm getting better. I feel so much better, so I decided to write again. About a month since I faked my own death in Platina. At the Wings of Horus, a charitable organization called the Elemia Church saved me. I've heard that the church worships the legends of the trio of Elemia. I think this will be a great opportunity for me. Someday, I'll get revenge on Platina and acquire the power of Mir using the symphonic reactor. I'm really busy, so I haven't written for a while. Guess I didn't have much to write about anyway. I mean, what am I meant to write about? I'm evil, I don't have an inner life. I don't have a favorite food. I don't play video games. But today is different. Today has become a special day for the world. Falls. I mean, I, Kyle, have become a bishop, the highest rank in the church. Bishop Falls has been born. But just becoming a bishop is meaningless in the lower world. I only took my first step towards fulfilling my desires. It's only a beginning. It's finally time to carry out my grand plan. There's a lot to do as a bishop. The most time-consuming duty is to play a diplomat. Today I visited a company called Tenba. I got useful information today. It turns out that tomatoes are a fruit biologically speaking, but they are taxed as though they were a vegetable. Truly a conundrum. Tenba's dying to find new technology from the tower. They're also interested in hymn crystals. They have vast resources and we have the same goal. I should definitely use them. But how should I use them? I need to be wise about this. I enjoy planning out strategies. Now is the perfect time to do so. Alright. And we all know what happened after that. He met the board, we just went over this. So, over in the third room of... This is a very efficiently laid out room. New biography of Kyle, Volume 3, etc. I discovered something unacceptable. Board didn't kill the Star Singer. He just claimed he did for clout. At least some good came out of it. Things are getting interesting thanks to his ambition. By combining both Tenma and Lost technology, hymn crystals can now be successfully separated from Rivatails. The hymn crystal that is passed on for generations to the Star Singer is called the Chronicle Key. By using it, it may be possible to create a crystal that can manipulate Mir after she is reborn. This plan is harder to accomplish than my original plan of exploiting Mir's power, but that just made it more challenging and interesting. I think I can upgrade the plan. I decided to take advantage of Tenma's technology and let Board do the research. Damn, I can't believe we can't even have a favorite color. I mean, it's probably just black, which isn't really a color so much as it is the absence of color, you know? There are some unpleasant conflicts within the church. A man named Radolf has been a persistent eyesore. He expresses negative opinions about the trio of Elemia's arrival. He insists that keeping the peace of the people is more important than the arrival of the goddess. It doesn't benefit us all to dedicate ourselves to the people. He's a fool. As soon as he makes a mistake, I'll ship him to a remote location. Damn, I can't believe Bishop Falls ships her off. He doesn't seem like the sort of person a fangirl would go to. A new Ravertail arrived. Her name is Orca Nestmeal. She is a Class D Ravertail. She's very bad at crafting songs. I mean, this woman is just completely useless. The most pathetic specimen I've ever seen in my entire life. She's pathetic. She's a fool. People steal her lunch right off of her plate and she doesn't say a thing about it. I mean, she's just the dumbest, weakest Ravertail, and meanwhile Orica's just sitting there reading over our shoulder. In total silence. She doesn't possess any notable factors except for one thing. Her heart's completely shut down. I have never seen a girl who can't craft songs before. I did some research and found out that she is from Skuwat Village, the village that was destroyed by the Teru tribe. I think I can manipulate her well by telling her about the Teru tribe in Tenba. I'll keep her partnerless until the right time comes. I'll let Radolf babysit her till then. I'll let the keystone of my plans be babysat by my greatest ideological enemy. I greatly enjoy coming up with clever strategies and skillful manipulations. Anyway, this guy's got more step diaries than Metaton, good lord. Okay, there we are. Now, where's the book? Pressing R2 on the controller should help you out. Hello, Knight of Elemia, welcome to the stream, by the way. I've created a foundation. It's been 10 years since I left Platino, but I haven't heard anything from them. They probably forgot about me. I think it's safe for me to be active on the front stage. Today I held a memorable assembly for the church. I appointed the search for the hymn crystal and the rebirth of the trio of Elemia as the church's mission. Now, oracles will team up with Ravertails and search for hymn crystals all around the world. Radolf still disagrees with my policy. I think it's time to seriously consider a way to get rid of him. Anyway, Knight, if you're referring to the map, yeah, like, I'm aware of this. I was aware of this before we showed up. I just, like, meant, like, literally just... Bam, where are the candelabras? I like being able to see. Still though, nice to meet you. Happy to meet a fellow fan of this game. Today, an astonishing incident occurred. An airship from Platina crashed in Viola Forest. Did they find out about me? Anyway, I have to do something. I can order Radolf to investigate. I told him that if he finds something it is moving at the crash site, just kill it, because it could be harmful to the world. We have to kill it even if it's a human. No, especially if it's a human. So the game began, the proper present day of the game began on May the 14th, the year 3770. Radolf didn't catch the guy who was on the airship. I can't believe trusting my greatest ideological enemy with all of my important quests keeps backfiring on me. Honestly, I'm shocked. Even worse, he didn't even notice that the person he brought back to the church was the airship's pilot. I pretended that I'm not here so I could reorganize my thoughts and information. The passenger's name is Liner Barset. Judging by his last name, he is probably Liard's son. I've concluded that he's after me and have prepared for a worst-case scenario. I called Board that same day and ordered him to kill Liner. I gave him the name of the inn and a physical description. See, that makes sense. I'm surprised Board had the forethought to not just announce that was his motive, though. Doesn't seem like a particularly complicated human being. Board saw Liner earlier today. I have a bad feeling about this. I need to check up on this later. Wait, that's right, we go... Feels really intuitive going bottom to top, but I guess that's the world we live in now. Bam. Yeah, I see it, just aim at the... There they are. Still one per room. New Body of Kyle Volume 5. I received a telegram from Adolf. Liner Barset is still alive. Although, we still use telegrams. Or maybe he means like he received a message on his private telegram? The Special Church of Elemia telegram server? I'd believe either of those options, honestly. Then I discovered that Liner isn't on a mission to kill anyone. Liner is looking for a hymn crystal as well. If that's the case, I should take a moment to sit down and talk with him. Maybe I can find a way to take advantage of him. I'm so evil. I ordered Radolf to bring him over to the church. I met with Liner. He's all grown up. Just as I thought, he doesn't remember me at all. I came up with an excellent plan. Apostles of Elemia are capable of handling powerless tales. By working with Liner, Orca can grow as a Ravetail. Besides, she can report to me periodically. I can't believe Orca was a spy the whole time. The Orca's a spy! So there is a canon listing of how long it takes each of the, arcs in the game, judging by these diaries. Even if you've used the inn a single time, that just means that Liner has currently been awake for several days. Board has been in a bad mood lately. Oh, really? He seems so kind-hearted and well-balanced normally. The hexagonal plate incident is but one of the contributing factors, but Liner is the real reason that's causing him headaches. It's so easy to manipulate an emotional person. Liner is rushing to climb the tower. How convenient. I found out about that when he came to the church to say goodbye. I contacted Board right away. I can't let Liner return, so I ordered Board to kill him no matter what. Guess Board has a secret plan this time. He seemed so confident that he'd defeat Liner. Once Liner is killed, every obstacle of the church will be eliminated. Good to know. Haven't heard back from Board in a little while. Then he finally returned. Misha, his ultimate weapon, betrayed him. What an idiot. And literally everybody realizes what a lame bad guy Board is. I mean, it's nice to know that the devs were aware of it, but that does mean they still put him in the game. It's an emergency. I'll use the entire church to search for the crystal. I know he means like field the entire church's manpower, but the way he phrases it, it makes it sound like he's going to activate the church's transforming robot mode and transform it into Churchatron 5 and just have that go search the planet. Which, to be fair, would be a much better game. I'll get him next time he's down here. I have to come up with a plan. The plan turned out to be just sort of grabbing people and nabbing them. Alright. There be light. And in back of Cal Volume 6, the Dire Bishop falls. Benevolent Radolf, who is an outspoken individual, spoke about today's events. Keeping out of harm's way, I saw many innocents getting hurt during the riots. Everyone believed their livelihoods will improve forever by the trio. I'll have to get rid of Radolf right away. I can't allow him to interfere. I've acquired the news they acquired the Him Crystal Linker. Now I have all the key components. Orica, the self-proclaimed reincarnation of Goddess Tyria, and the Linker. This will be Orica's last celebration, so I'll make it a bash. The bad news is that Board made a mistake and the President of Tenba found out about him. He said that the Chronicle Key was destroyed, but I know that can't be trusted. First, I need to stop the Apostles of Elemia. I have to take care of the Apostles first. Then Orica will be a piece of cake to deal with. It's so easy to manipulate an incompetent dreamer. Kyle, you're the salt of the earth. My last work has been completed. I decided where to kill Radolf in the Apostle of Elemia. That thing I have been putting off for multiple years now. This guy's scheduling is almost as good as mine. They'll die at the Singing Hill. Part of the ruin collapsed and they'll go down with the rest. I'll pick someone to do the job from Radolf's crew. For maximum dramatic irony. If this succeeds, there won't be anyone to disrupt my plans. This is the greatest moment. This is the greatest plan. All I have to do is take care of Board, who completely fouled up my plan. How should I kill him? The next time I write this diary, the world will be in my hands. A holy war is about to begin. A holy war between Platina and I, who they abandoned. Today, I can stop pretending to worship the trio of Elemia. Bless the era of Mir. It shall begin at dawn. My plan is great. I mean, that should be the last diary entry. Here it is. It's probably Foles' library. We can find some information here. Okay, nice of you to tell that. Okay, some real agility. That's real agility. What's this box? What's in the box? What's in the box? What's in the fucking box? Mine, this piece of paper. What is it? A notebook dated 7/2/3770. Okay. Now, I do remember this puzzle very clearly. I'm gonna go save, because, I know we're a bit, early compared to how long my streams usually last, but I would like to... To unlock the treasure chest. Shut up, shut up, shut up, shut up. I got it. Anyway, I want to wrap up stream pretty soon. I've been working a pretty difficult case lately. I'm a bit tired. That's not where I wanted to go, as you all can see. But I'm gonna try to actually make it into an event and not just, you know, me fucking embarrassing myself by doing a short stream. And leaving you all with this puzzle. So... we know... and they turned off all the lights again. That's obnoxious. Fortunately, I'm very good at maneuvering blind... okay. Now you're pushing it a little. That's obnoxious. Let there be lights. Somewhere in here, Lisa. I just want to be able to see. There we are. Is this it? Is this the one with the... is this the one with anything? Where's our... where's... I'm going insane. Can we not read it unless we get, like, every light in the entire building? What's happening here? Come on, end of the hall, end of the hall. Here we are. Bam. Bam. Send 237-7, Benevolent Radolf, who is an outspoken individual, spoke out about today's events. Keeping out of harm's way, I saw many innocents getting hurt during the riots. Everyone believes their livelihoods will improve forevermore by the trio. I'll have to get rid of Radolf. Right away, I can't allow him to interfere. That's what you have to work with. Do you notice anything? You'll just have to think on it. Because that's where we're going to be leaving off tonight. Anybody who, like, I don't know, DMs me the solution, or... I mean, not you, you've pretty clearly played this already, but anyone who, I don't know, tells me it on the Discord or something will get one free complimentary thumbs up emoji. And really, isn't that the best prize you could possibly ask for? No. No, it isn't, but it's all I have to offer you. Just like you may suggest, like me. Anyway, I'm going to stop streaming now. Tomorrow, we will be returning to our playthrough of the Somnium Files. I imagine we're all very excited for that. So, all of you, be sure to take care of yourself until then. I don't want your murder to be the next one I wind up investigating. So until next time, fare all of thee well.